Good morning, and welcome to the Clearwater Corps as we gather to worship today on this first Sunday of the fall season. Although I'm not sure the temperature has been way to wear the calendar yet, but it is fall, and welcome on this first Sunday. As we meet this morning, General Brian Peddle is being formally welcomed as the 21st International Leader of the Salvation Army, along with Commissioner Rosalie Peddle as World President of Women's Ministry. So I just ask that you remember them in your prayers as they take up the mantle of leadership and lead this army, God's army, forward in the days and years to come. So please remember them in your prayers if you would, and you might be able to pick it up on YouTube a little later too, as you if you'd like to watch that service. As you peruse your copy of the source, please note the opportunities for worship and service this week, the regular services, but be reminded of those that are not every week, such as Corps Cadets. You will meet today immediately following the Holiness meeting. And tomorrow morning, the women of the Word will gather at the home of Lieutenant Colonel Gladys DeMichael, 10 a.m. for their study of the Word. And then tomorrow night, you've been seeing advertised and in the bulletin and whatnot for some time now, the opportunity to attend a Rays baseball game. Leave here at 5:15. I understand there are still tickets available, so if you'd like to go, please see Colonel Michaels or Major Miller to get your place on the bus to see the game. The Missions Committee will meet at 9:30 on Tuesday here at the Corps, and then if you would, keep the men of the Florida Division and the Clearwater Corps in your prayers this week, as next weekend will be men's camp at Keystone. So keep the men of the division and of the Corps in your prayers this week, if you would. Lunch tickets for the fish fry are still available in the lobby. That's going to be held in conjunction with the craft fair that's taking place on October the 13th. And then volunteers are still needed to assist with the Christmas intake opportunities. So if applications are there on the table in the lobby, but also if you need some questions answered, just see Sarah Munoz. You know, as the summer draws to a close, our minds turn back to Canadian Salvationists and friends who will be worshiping with us and who have for a number of years. It's been suggested to me that perhaps we take an opportunity as members just to look at the Corps directory, see some of those who have not been with us during the summer, and drop them a note and tell them how much you're looking forward to their return. They always add so much to our worship here. And so drop a note to those folks in Canada and say, we're looking forward to you coming back. Hurry on down. Now, let me encourage you, if you would, just again to look at the fourth page of the source and our prayer list. And it's good today to see Alice Speck and Val Bate here. We're glad you're here to worship with us, and we're thankful for what all that God's doing in your lives, and it's good to see you this morning. Please continue to pray for those impacted by Hurricane Florence and the responders who are providing relief there in North and South Carolina. Among those are members of the Salvation Army relief team, so keep them in your prayers during these days. And also remember the family of Fran. We call him Jeff Jeffries, whose celebration of life was held here on Friday. Keep them in your prayers during these days, as if you would. And that's always a joy to have visitors come worship with us. So if you're a visitor this morning, if it's been a while since you've been here, I'm going to ask you to stand, and one of our ushers will bring a microphone. I'd just like for you to introduce yourself and tell us where you're from. But it's good to have you worshiping with us this morning. So if you're a visitor or if it's been a while, please stand.
Hi, I'm Kyle from the ARC program. It's great to be here. Thank you.
Good to have you.
We are Norman and Ruby Zanders from Surfside Beach, South Carolina, down for a few days visiting.
Good. All right, let's welcome our guest this morning. And any that you're in the Clearwater area, we'd invite you to come and worship with us. We'd be glad to have you.